Well, hi there, everybody. I wasn't planning on making another video because I'm still uploading the previous one that I uploaded, or I'm trying to upload now. And I'm dying out here. I am drenched in sweat. I can't wait to get finished and go in and take a shower and cool off. But I got this earlier than I thought I was going to get it. This is the insecticide that I was talking about to put to your plants, and you put it to all of them if you want. I'm putting it to everything in my garden because what this stuff does, it gets rid of all the insects, the pests that devour your plants, like the squash bugs and the worms that get in the stems and kill your plant. The same bugs that get on your kale and some of your other plants, your peppers, that you end up seeing little holes in, your cabbages, that type of thing. So if you buy some of this or something similar to this, like I said, the Bear product that they used to have, I was told they quit putting it on the counter. So I searched and searched on the internet because Walmart was out of just about everything. I searched and searched on the internet and I found this at Amazon. Yes, it says fruit and citrus trees, but you also read down and it's for your garden as well. The instructions back here, well, first of all, it gets rid of Asian citrus. What have they called those bugs? I can't pronounce it. Trips, they get rid of leaf hoppers, citrus leaf miners, aphids, and we get aphids on everything. Nut trees, fruit trees. It's rainproof, treats up to 9 fruit trees. Well, according to this, to put it to, and I read instructions before I tried to mix it because I want to do it correctly. It tells you, if I get over there in the English part, you put it on strawberries, bushberries, root vegetables, sugar beets, cranberries, grapes, where was it I saw? Herbs, fruit and vegetables. It says okra, crookneck squash, Hubbard squash, scallop squash, straight neck squash, vegetable marrow, zucchini, winter squash, all types of the squashes you can use it on. So basically brassicas, all your brassicas, that means your leafy vegetables. And I look aside, I know, but I wanted to get on here and tell you about this because I told you, I was getting it today. I didn't expect to get it this early in the day. But, yeah, it's good for your whole garden. And what you do is you mix it and you put this on your plants. It absorbs through the roots. It gets into the plant itself and it repels the mites, the aphids, all of the pests that get on your plants. It repels even the hornworms that get on your tomatoes. So that's why I've been having so many problems with my garden with mites and everything else, is the fact that they discontinued what I was using. I couldn't get anything, but I finally found this, and I'm hoping this will work as well. And if so, it will save my plants. And I won't see little holes in the leaves anymore because this will get rid of those little bugs that chew holes in your plants, the leaves and everything else. Because like I said, it's absorbed through the root, it gets up into the plant itself, and it repels the insects. So I'll be using this from now on, or, I know I can find another brand if it's not Bear. So I know Bear still makes the tree and shrubs, but it doesn't say it's good for vegetables, so I wouldn't buy it. But it says to take 1/5 of an ounce. Do you realize how little amount 1/5 is? I mean, it's almost nothing. I mean, let's see. This level right here is like basically 1 ounce right there. And you only need 1/5 of an ounce. So I've been just barely covering the bottom of this measuring cup. And I've been putting it in my sprayer bottle, my watering can. And I fill it up to that top ring. And then I'm watering plants because it says 1/5 of an ounce is good to water a 10 foot by 1 foot space. That's basically 100 square feet. So that's what I've been doing. And I wanted to show it to you in case some of you wanted to try this or have already looked it up on the internet, because I don't want to lose my plants. So I'm watering everything I've got in my garden with this. But like I said, I'm putting in 1/5 of an ounce, and that's barely covering the bottom. And I'm putting it in my can and just filling it full of water, and I rinse my little measuring cup out each time, so I know I get all of it out of there. And then I simply fill my can up and start watering my plants. And I forgot, you can't even see what I'm doing. I have the camera turned up so high. But yeah, if you'll find on the measuring cup where it says 1 ounce right there, and just barely cover the bottom of this little measuring cup, you've got 1/5 of an ounce, basically. Maybe even a little more. And I just go ahead and put it to the watering can, fill it up, and then go ahead and water stuff with it. And I know we're getting a chance of rain, but hey, I don't want to take chances and wait and lose my plants because I haven't put this stuff to them. I'm watering my plants with it right now. And I'm even going to take it over here and not only water my squash up there, but I'm going to water my my tree collards, my cabbages here. Like I said, I'm watering everything. This will keep those worms from getting on your cabbages. Because you're just supposed to soak the thing down good. Make sure you're seeing what I'm doing. Yeah, you can see. But I'm just watering enough, just like I would normally water. I know I never used to have a problem with the aphids and all this other stuff as long as I used that Bear product. So I know I can find something else now to do it with. So here, we'll measure another one because I know you didn't see the first one I measured. But it says 1/5 of an ounce. So I can see the little 1 ounce mark. So there it is. That's basically 1/5 of an ounce right there. If I can get it in front of the camera. Which actually it's more than 1/5. That's actually an ounce I put in there. So that should be even better. So the size of my garden, I should have enough of this stuff to put on my garden several times. And I've been inhaling some of it, which I shouldn't be doing, but. And there's a little buddy. He's hanging around. But it's easier to do this than to try to go around and spray everything. And this works better. I'm gonna put it on my tomatoes. I already put it on some of this stuff over here. You can see it looks wet because I've already put it over there. We'll put it to my tomato plant. And the good thing about it too, now when it runs off and you catch it in your overflow bucket, you'll also not only be catching the compost tea, but you'll be catching the insecticide and just putting it back in your plant when you water it again, or when you empty that little overflow bucket. Put some here to my carrots. Yeah, it'll pull all the nutrients from your plants, and they won't be able to thrive like normal. You get those bugs in there. Putting it over here as well. I'm gonna put some on my blueberry. Oh yeah, I want to put it on my blueberry bush so I don't forget. Put it on this pepper because I can see where something's been eating the leaves of it. You just have to keep refilling your bucket, your watering can with it, and keep watering till you get around all of them. And I'm going to water the planter up there, the 5-gallon bucket planter, the white one. I'm going to water those and my squash that's in that other little square container. Let me go fill my can up again. I might not get it all done today. I may have to wait and do some of it tomorrow because I'm already tired. I've done 2 videos today, one live and one that I recorded putting up my shade cloth. And then, like I said, I got this stuff earlier than I thought. So I decided I would go ahead and show you what I was doing. If you buy a bottle, please read on it what it's good for. Read the instructions on how to mix it, because I don't want people to buy it, put it on too strong, and maybe kill their plant. Read the instructions and put it on your plants according to the instructions. That's all, all the advice I can give. But I've worked too hard, I don't know about you, to lose my plants, so I'm going to do whatever I can to take care of them. And something eats my pepper plant up. So I know it's going to appreciate. See that pepper plant in the white bucket? Some of the leaves have been eaten off. So I know that appreciates getting some of this stuff put on it. Ooh, I'm hot, y'all. I have got to go in and cool off as soon as I can get done with this. I've been out here and got extremely hot 3 times already. And I may be putting a little bit more to some of my buckets or my totes than I need to. But hey, I don't think a little bit too much is going to hurt. And again, I'm going to mix it the same way. I know it's time consuming to do this, because you can't just take your water hose around and water everything. But I'll tell you the truth, it's going to be worth it. It'll definitely be worth the time and effort if you do this, when all of a sudden you see your plants growing and they're starting to get green and healthy looking again, like a lot of mine are now. I mean, I know there's some of mine that are damaged from the heat, not so much bugs, but just from the heat. But this is definitely going to help. And you have your little seedlings. Water your little pots with your seedlings in it as well. Because I'm going to do mine right now. I'm going to take you around there and show you that I'm going to put this on my seedlings too, because that's what was happening back here. My seedlings were being eat up, or either the sun was burning them up. But since I have moved them and used the potting soil, I haven't lost any yet. But I want to show you that. And my awning looks pretty good. At least it's high enough that I can walk under it. Somebody real tall would hit their head, but hey, I'm 5'2", so I can get under it. To see my seedlings and my squash plants that have come up, I'm watering them with this mixture, because I don't want any more bugs or anything else to eat my plants. And I will put some over here too. But like I said, I am tired. I've been at this stuff all day, in and out of the heat. So I think I'm going to call it a day. I can finish my watering tomorrow, I think. Well, maybe not. I want to go ahead and put it to my squash, if nothing else. So let me get another watering can full or two. Make sure I hit all my squash plants, and then I'll call it a day. I'll do the rest of them tomorrow. I think that sounds good. Because I tell you, I've got so much sweat going in my eyes, I can't see what I'm doing. Whew. I probably lost 10 pounds out here today just sweating it off. Now, if this stuff works as well as the Bear product like this that worked, my plants are going to be loving me for doing this, and they're going to start growing and producing. So we'll see what happens. I am hoping that's the case. I got to put the watering can down. Oh. See, I held off watering that because I thought it was going to rain today. But so far, we have not had any rain. But this is next. Go ahead, I think I got enough to do this one. And I'm going to leave the camera there, and I'll go back here and I'll fill my can up again with that insecticide and water, and I'll be right back. I mean, this is Texas heat for you. You don't need a sauna. Just go outside. Whew. And the good thing about these buckets, the overflow will go in the bottom ones. Whew. Let me get about one more bucket and do these on this side, and I think I'll be done with the squash and the cucumbers. I mean, they're looking good. And I'm hoping the bugs haven't got to them. I think they're turning yellow, the leaves, some of them, because of the heat. I don't think it's because of the bugs. But we're going to do this just in case. Whew. Oh. Well, I was wrong. I need another bucket. I mean, another watering can full. Oh, Lordy. Put some on my ginger. It's not going to hurt it. Oh, goodness. And I think I'm going to put the remainder of this over here to some of these tomato plants and stuff. Just to keep the hornworms off of them. Doesn't take much. I'll get in here with this tripod and the bucket. And little buddy's behind me. So we may get hung up. We may get hung up. Oh, goodness. And if you do this, you don't harvest your fruit for 4 or 5 days afterwards. So if you got any fruit to harvest, harvest it before you put this on there, because you do need to wait just a little bit after your harvest. I mean, after you put this on there to harvest anything. Let me see what the camera's doing here. Well, I'm going right back over there to the bucket. I'm going to fill it up again. So my only response to everybody is, oh, oh God, I tell you, I mean, it's just running off of me. But like I said, I wanted to get this done. I wanted to show you what I was using. And if anybody says they don't use anything on their plants and they naturally just let the birds pick the worms and the dust mites and all this other stuff off your plants, they're telling you a lie. You got to have something to them or the bugs will eat your plants alive. You won't have any plants left. So let's continue on. I want to get as much done as I possibly can, is what it is. And then what I can't get done today, I'll do tomorrow. And if this kills my plants, well, my bad. But I know the product like this, similar to this, that I used, that had the Bear name on it. It worked great. So I'm hoping this will too. Put it on that little tomato plant. Got 2 of them in there, in fact. I don't have that much more, so I just as well go ahead and finish it. And then go in the house and just jump in the shower. Got the mosquitoes starting on me, so I know I'm not going to be out here too much longer. Not with them starting to bite. See, I want to get 1 or 2 tomato plants back over there. And then I'll get these. Whew. Get it to my pepper plants too. And my clematis. And the leeks. Whew. Thank God the sun has went down and the breeze is blowing a little bit. You know, I felt a couple of big old raindrops a few minutes ago. And I thought I was going to get rained on, which I really didn't care if I did because it would have felt good. The only thing is, it would have chased me in the house if it rained too hard. But you know what? It just blew over. so evidently we're not going to get any rain. See if I can set this up to where you can see me no matter which side I'm on. Got that side. I need to get this one. And I think one more time and get the stuff out in the wishing well. And the stuff right here at this arch that I've got my big peas on. And I've used about half of that so far. Whew. Oh my goodness. Let's go do the wishing well. And then we'll come back and finish those peas. I've already done the tower right there. But I'm hoping that's going to make my squash and my other plants look better. How do you get stuff stuck in your shoe? This stuff is good also to put to your rose bushes to prevent the black spots that get on them. I've not had that problem with my rose bushes so far, and let's hope I don't. But at least I've got something that can fix them. Because I've got squash and melon plants in these pots. So that'll help them. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of that to my broccoli right over here. And my celery. And a little melon plant or squash. I don't know which one that is. But, and to this, because I do have a tomato plant in there. Into that. Like I said, I'm going to water all of them with it. I just may not get around to doing every single one of them today. Because I am tired. I've been at it all day. Because I still need another bucket full. I got those. But I still have the tomato plants over on this side. Well, let me leave that right there. I'm going to go get another bucket and we'll finish it. I had to stop off and water my cabbage out there. I was about to forget about that. That cabbage that like to got eat up with worms right out there. I just walked by and watered that good with this insecticide mixture. So hopefully the bugs won't get back on that anymore. Whew. And I will proceed to water these last few a little bit. My garlics, my flowers, my tomato, and my tomato over here. And my mint. As you can see, I have trimmed my mint back quite a bit because I want it to thicken up. It was getting real tall and lanky looking, kind of spindly, and I didn't like the way it looked. So I trimmed it all back, every pot of mint that I had, peppermint. And I'm going to go ahead and do that just in case. Just in case they might need it. And put the rest of it back to this big pot where my sunflowers are. It's not much, but I've got a tomato plant coming up in here, believe it or not. I've got more zinnias, I've got more marigold, sunflowers, and it looks like I got two 2 tomato plants. So I'm gonna leave them, let them grow. But look at there, my little bitty sticks of rose bushes are almost, they're over towering the little logs that I got behind them as a temporary little fence. Look how big they've gotten. And these over here finally started to grow. Whew. They need some more compost tea to them. I've been trying my best to keep plenty of compost tea to them, so. And I've already watered the little cabbages under there, so hopefully I won't get any more bugs on them. And I went ahead and watered everything out there but the okra, and I need to do the okra, but like I said, I am so tired. I've been at this all day. I think I'm going to wait and do the okra the next time because I'm so tired. And I haven't got this side yet, I don't think, or did I water it earlier? I think I watered it earlier. I think I got this side over here with it. Let me check. Yeah, it's wet. I didn't do the potatoes though. Let me get one more. And then I'll call it a day. Call it a video. But I did all my little peppers behind the shed here. I didn't get any to this tomato plant, I don't think. Or if I did, it dried already. Tomatillo and that tomato plant. It's just been so hot. Put some on the potatoes in case they've had any creepy crawlers down in there. A little bit on my beans. I haven't seen too much bothering the beans except for the heat. But again, save your vegetable garden. Get some insecticide. Don't count on the birds to pick your worms off your plants, because it ain't going to happen. And they're not going to pick the aphids off of there either. But see here my foot-long peas that have come up that I throwed just a small handful of seed down there the other day, and look how they've come up already. And I had a small baggie of these foot-long ones in the house already, and you can see I've still got more. Look at there. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that, and I'm gonna pick this one over here. That's 2 more, because I got a dish coming up I think I'm gonna use these in. There's not really enough to cook all of them at one time of just these, but I can put them in something else I'm thinking of and cook them. And I think it'll be okay. Now I'm just gonna put this poison up in the shed. Oh Lord. And I'm not even going to be particular about where I put it. Just put it down at the door and leave it. Because like I said, I am so tired. Oh, I love the wind blowing, but I hope it don't blow so much that it blows my little shade claws off, or rips them off the stake, or pulls the stake out of the ground, or whatever. Because see, I ended up tying this side up to the canopy, which is working great, and I tied one end to the arch, the arbor, but I had to use stakes at the other end, and I'm, you know, they're not down in the ground very far, but they're as far down as I can get them. So we'll see what happens. I wanted to check the water level in these out here. Seemed like I just watered them yesterday, but look how dry they are already. I don't know, this Texas sun heat is just unreal. And anyway, I'm just so proud of my rose bushes. And look at there, I see another okra that needed to come off. Look at that. And we got one or two over here. And I should have brought my knife with me, and I didn't. Because it's not good to pull on those too hard. It's better to twist them to get them off, and sometimes that don't work. Because you run the risk of almost pulling your plant up. And see that little rose bush there, still alive, but it's not getting the sun the other ones are getting, even though I'm keeping plenty of compost tea to it. It's just not getting the sun the other ones are getting to grow a lot, but it's still growing. So I really can't complain about it. I think I got all my stuff picked up, and the AC unit's running here making a racket. So yeah, if you're bothered with mites and bugs eating your plants, you're bothered with the squash bugs and all that stuff destroying your squash plants, get you some of the insecticide, dilute it down, mix it up the way the directions say. Read it on the container before you buy it. Make sure it's for vegetables as well, because some of it is only for the trees. It's not good for vegetables at all. So just make sure you're getting the right one, and then read the instructions on how to mix it, and you should be okay. I mean, I'll finish watering any of the plants that I looked over or didn't get today. I'll go ahead and water tomorrow. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and get a jump start on it, because I know it'll take a few days for it to actually work on the plants, because they've got to absorb it up into their root system for it to work. So with that and my garden and little buddy, we wish you a good day. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Have a blessed evening, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye now.